Hi, I'm Bill Schiemann. I'm the CEO of the Metris Group, and I've been on the board member for the HR Certification Institute now for 2 years, and this coming year I'll be the head of the strategy committee. I think the certification is the sense that we're at a stage now where, and globally, where you have to continuously learn, evolve. Your skills become so quickly obsolescent. So the idea of certification, I think, is that it's enabling someone to begin to keep refreshing skills, to move up in terms of their capabilities, and to be able to demonstrate that in the organization in a visible, tangible way. The recertification itself is a way to get out and begin to hear programs, to listen to what's going on, see what success stories are, and stay involved, as opposed to education being something that's finished. It isn't finished. The world today won't allow that. Well, and I think it's today. I mean, I think that the challenges are here, and part of it's bringing data and information to the management team. So I think there's a lot of ways. One, people talk about having high engagement, but there's ways to come back and say, so where are we today? What does our engagement look like? Do we have measures of that? How many people are we losing? Are we losing people in critical jobs that are really important? Some industries like energy are going through challenges of knowledge transfer. They have mature workforces. They're beginning to lose that. How are we going to help the organization be able to retain the right people, the right knowledge? So data is one of the important factors. The other is helping the organization think about staffing and planning. What's going to be needed tomorrow? We're already starting to feel pain in some places. What are some of the solutions in helping us find talent, to leverage talent, and to retain talent? So I think those are all kind of critical roles that HR plays today. And probably technology is the other piece. So technology is really evolving rapidly. How do we begin using social media effectively in the organizations? How do we capture data that already exists in various databases and use that, for example, to predict important outcomes, retention, engagement, helping to see whether people are aligned with where the organization's going. Those are all technologies, I think, that are available today that are just beginning to be deployed. But I think they're even coming down now from a price standpoint to the point where smaller organizations can use these things effectively. I think that engaging people is so important, but it's also engaging them in the right things. So I think you need to make sure that people are really aligned with the organization. I've seen some great examples of people who are engaged in one type of business. Maybe it's a service business, and they're so passionate about that, but they move to a different business or industry, and sometimes they're feeling it's not a good fit. And it's not because they may not be an engaged or passionate person, but it's not the right place. So I think one of the roles that HR professionals play is, how do we find people who are going to be really aligned with what our values are, what really differentiates us in the marketplace as an organization, and also to what extent can we help them develop the capabilities needed to be successful? Because then we're really unleashing their ability to be engaged, and it's part of the right person, in the right fit and the right role with the right culture, and that's, I think, a role that HR can really do a great job on, and one that's more than, I think, at a level better than we have in the past. I think the tools are there to know where the gaps are, and I think it's a mindset issue of helping people think through that process. Well, I think one of the biggest challenges for HR is becoming more strategic. Now, we've been saying that for a while, but I think the reality is that the speed of change in the marketplace, organizations are changing so rapidly, and the workforce is changing in terms of values and what's important. So I think HR has a great role to be a connector, to help show direction, and also to help organizations optimize talent. I think this issue of how do you help people become all they can be, at the same time achieving the organization's objectives. And that's a great role for HR to be the connector that makes that happen.